Hello again, Rebecca here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to Interview a Scrapbooker Tag. So I got questions from the lovely Dorothy, who is scrapbooking Quebec, and I sent my questions to Kristen, who is Kristen Crafts. And there's a whole bunch of this going on. All the different people are sending questions, and we have the same several questions, and then there's like 5 questions that each person made up for their partner. So while I'm answering the questions, because I'm not doing a face video, and you guys know I'm not scared to do that. It's just if you watched my video, I had lost a filling in my front tooth, and as of today that I'm filming this, which is March something. It's March 3rd today. I had my first, I've been missing part of my tooth for the better part of February. And I had my part 1 of my root canal today. So I still have a gaping hole in the middle of my face. And I just don't want to be on camera with that. So this is my son's graduation album. He graduated 2020. So yes, he was his high school, Granite City in Illinois. They had a rough year, okay? Like, my son was born in 2001. I still remember the day that the planes hit, and I was pregnant with him. So yes, he was born in a country that had been saddened by a horrific terrorist attack. He then grew up, and when he started his senior year, he started a month and a half late because they had substantial rain in Granite that year, and it actually flooded the school out, and they could not get the necessary permits and cleaned everything up in time for the kids to start. So he started his senior year a month and a half late. They ended up having to do extras, and they didn't have very many holidays that they took off in order to have the kids be able to have a shot at the kids graduating in May 2020. You know what happened in March of 2020. They went on lockdown and homeschool, and his graduation was postponed and pushed out till June of 2020. And we were able to actually see him graduate. We got to go. There was not a ceremony, but it was different. My son graduated with about 600 other kids, so it kind of worked out for this mom, because I honestly didn't have to sit through 8 hours of a graduation ceremony. I know I'm horrible. But anyway, so to document that, I'm going to go ahead and flip through. Now, some of these have process videos, some of them don't. And I'm going to be answering the questions, so I'm not really going to go into detail. The one thing that I did do is I thought I was going to have 2 albums, but I was able to condense this down into one. And he had 2 tassels. So the tassel that he's wearing here is not this tassel. This was something that they gave to them for like a decorative thing or whatever. Well, he's a boy, like he wanted that. So I punched a hole in my album and just tied it in here and glued it down as the pretty dangle part for my mini album. This is my son. Okay, so my dog saw a squirrel and I had to, go shut the window. All right, so we're going to flip through this, and I'm going to answer the questions. So I hope you can see all of this in the frame. So I'm supposed to do an introduction. My name is Rebecca Lockhart, and my social media handle on YouTube is Rebecca Lockhart Scraps, and it's Rebecca Lockhart 1, I believe, on Instagram. How long have I been scrapbooking? I started scrapbooking when I was in high school. I've always loved like crafty goodness and fun. So over 20 years now, that's all you're getting out of me. I recently turned 40, so you can do the math. The next question is, how long have I had a channel? And okay, so how long have I had a channel? I've had a channel for a while. I just recently started creating and posting videos on January 15th of 2020. So my channel is just a bit of a year old, so pretty cool. I live in a small town on the Illinois side of the Mississippi River, outside of St. Louis, Missouri. I live with my fiance, who will be my husband this year. Or, I'll kill him. No, I'm just playing. And my son, who's been my best friend for going on 20 years. And our two little fur puppies, I have a grouchy old man named Gizzy, and he is a Lhasa Apso who is quite old and, like I said, grouchy. He's like your typical grouchy old man. And then I have my pit bull who is a rescue, and I've had her for 4 years, so her gotcha day is coming up. It's gonna be 4 years, so she's probably 6-ish. All right, so my 2021 scrapbooking and YouTube goals. So my original, at the beginning of the year, I sat down, I was like, all right, what are my goals gonna be? This is my brother and my sister. My dad couldn't go because he had just had knee surgery, and Samuel was only allowed him and 4 guests. So my sister has always been in my son's life because she was 12 when he's born, so they're like really close in age. They're closer in age almost than me and my sister. I think they're closer than me and my sister because she was 10 when he was born. Anyway, never mind. I thought she was 12, but she wasn't. Anyway, so my dad couldn't go. Sorry, digression. And so my brother stepped in, but it was always going to be my sister, my mom, me, and my dad. But my dad had knee surgery like 2 days before, and he couldn't do all the walking. So my brother stepped in and came down from Iowa to be here for Sam's big day, because this is the only kid. No kids, him. So she loves her grand puppies. Anyway, so at the beginning of 2021, digression and squirrel. My original goals. I wanted to really honestly try to have 500 subbies by the end of the year. I wanted to participate in monthly hops with all my fun friends. I want to create 400 layouts, which I'm not there yet, but I'm getting close, guys. I do like 2 to 3 layouts a day. And I wanted to organize my albums because I have them, so far I've got them organized by year, but they're all just kind of like, they're not like in sequence. So that's something I want to do. So since I hit 500 subbies in February, I had to redo my goal, and I increased that to 750, which at the film of this video, I'm at 727 or something like that, because I looked before I got on here. So I'm probably just going to make it an even 1,000 by the end of the year, and we'll see how we go. I have been, obviously, you've been watching my channel, so I do participate in monthly hops. January I did a whole bunch, February I did a whole bunch, and we're in March now, and I've got a whole bunch, so woohoo. And then the other thing was I wanted to apply, by the end of the year, I wanted to apply for a design team, which if you guys know, Christina went ahead and she twisted my arm and said apply for the Redesign Creative design team, and I am now a member of the design team. So other than organizing my layouts or my albums, I've already knocked my goals out, so I'm gonna have to think about some new ones. We're supposed to share our favorite layouts or do like a flip through, so I'm just flipping through Samuel's album here. The next question, now these are the questions from Dorothy. She wanted excuse me, to know why are you coughing? No, she wanted to know how many scrapbooks that I own. And I have the 5x5 Calyx units, and half of the cubbies are filled with albums. So basically I have one for every year that this little boy is alive, and I'm trying to really, you know, and some of them have more. Like I also have my December dailies and my October dailies, and every vacation that me and him have been on, because I did take a hiatus from scrapbooking basically when I was married, and this scrapbooking and crafting when I got through the divorce was something that helped me mentally just get over everything that had happened. So everything, so I've went back and like scrapbooked a lot of his younger life, found all my older scrapbooks, and everything that me and him have done since 2016 is documented in an album, because we decided to start actually living a good life, and well, I did, and now we're doing it. So yeah, so a lot of scrapbooks, Dorothy, a lot. The next question is, how much paper do you have? And I told her when she said it, I was like, you're going to be really interested. And she was like, oh, now I really want to know. I don't have a lot of paper. When I get collection kits in, I try to use everything up and I keep it in a bin. And my goal is to use these 4 bins that I keep everything sorted in, which right now is close to my heart: stash collections, my redesign creative, secret not secret kit club design team, and special events. So basically I pull from those all the time, and then I'll switch it out every month. So yeah, so I basically have another cubby system in here. So I have basically 12 inches of loose 12 by 12 paper. You know, I mean, so yeah, I know that seems like a lot, but it's really not when you think about it, because, and it's not even a full 12 inches. That's including, and then I've got paper pads that I'm trying to roll through, but I don't have a lot of paper. I use it. The majority of the paper I have is 8.5 by 11 cardstock from when I was a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. So yeah, that's not a lot. I'm not a lot. I had to go through and I downsized to a real small craft room, and I didn't get rid of any paper stuff. I've just been scrapbooking. Obviously I've been creating albums. The next question is there anything in your scrapbooking world that piles up and it feels like a chore? Okay, yeah. Filing away my layouts. I have them all in sleeves, and they're like back to back with the same year and album, but they're just in like a bin. So I need to get that put up. Explain your preparation process before filming a process video. Don't laugh, I have none. Basically, I grab the container that I want to work from, and I grab pictures, and I throw it all, like I quickly flip through what's in my bin. I do not match my pictures to my backgrounds. Sometimes it just happens like coincidence, but yeah, no, I usually just have a stack of things that I want to use and I create. And that's it. There's not a lot of thought process that goes into this stuff. I mean, I guess there is for the most part, but I'm not like, I am a planner in my work, normal, real life world. Like, I am a production scheduling planner at a chemical factory. I tell people what to do, where to make it, how to make it, whatever, in what sequence. So everything is monotonous and like particular and completely scheduled out, like technical supply chain and demand situations. In my personal life, I mean, I have a planner, you guys. Like, I have a planner. Like, if anybody ever wants to see a flip through of this, leave me a comment down below, because I will totally do that. But it's got everything in here, from how I pay my bills. I mean, this is about as organized and as planned as I'm going to get. I have a schedule of when I have to have stuff uploaded and how far I'm in on those processes. That's as far as I plan in scrapbooking. Which, see, is probably a lot more than most people I know, but yeah, other than that, I just kind of, okay, here's something laying on my desk, I'm going to create with that today. That's pretty much as far as I get. How long does it take for you to edit and voice over a process video after filming? Okay, so I have a system that I have started this year because I'm in a lot of different hops and stuff, and I love to play along and I love to celebrate people. So every morning I get up fairly early. I get up anywhere between 3 and 5 a.m. and I have a cup of coffee. I come in my scrap room and I take everything's in twos. So I'll usually have 2 layouts that need to be finished. I'll hurry up and I'll finish those out, and then I'll start 2 layouts. And then I have to get ready and I have to start work. So throughout the day on my breaks, I will edit and voice over the videos that I finished that morning and post them. And then that evening, I will finish 2 more and start 2 more. So everything is in twos, and it's every day. I've got 2 started, 2 finished, 2 in process, 2 that needs to be edited and voiced over, and 2 that have been published or uploaded. So yeah, so that is pretty much everything's in 2. So within 24 to 48 hour turnaround. If any, I mean mostly 24, because I film everything on my iPhone and I do all my editing and everything and uploading from my iPhone. So I try to keep that as clean and clear as possible. And that's it. That was it. I hope I answered all of your questions. Also, I like to be 2 to 3 weeks ahead on all videos. So like, I am actually doing, and like some of them I do like when I'm late, like this. I just filmed my my celebration video for my 500 subby hop that I'm doing with people for my channel, and it's gonna go live on Friday, and I did it on Wednesday, and I'm like, oh my Lord, like I like to be almost a month ahead, so that when I want to take some time off, or maybe have a bad day and don't really want to create or film or do anything, I can. And I just went ahead and created this little pocket right here. If you noticed, I used somewhere, I used cards that he got as part of the design principle. I was pulling all that in. So anything I had left over, I stuck in here, along with his honor thingy that he got and all the other fun paperwork. And that's his invitation. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.